You use context in almost every single Flutter widget. But what exactly is it? If your answer is, it's just a parameter, you are underselling the most important object in your entire widget tree. Look at this code. We have a scaffold, and inside it, we try to show a bottom sheet using Scaffold.of context. Why does this crash? The scaffold is right there. I used to treat context like a magic key. Need a theme, need a navigator. It just worked until it didn't. When you run that code, it crashes. Scaffold.of called with a context that does not contain a scaffold. How? The scaffold is right in front of us. To understand why, let's go back to our construction site. Every foreman on the site has a walkie-talkie. When he needs information, he doesn't guess. He calls UP, the chain of command. The call travels up the hierarchy until an ancestor answers, for example, looking up the nearest color scheme. That walkie-talkie? That's context. And here's the key insight. The walkie-talkie is not a separate device. It is the foreman. BuildContext IS the Element. It's just a different name for the exact same object. When you print context.runtime type, you get an element. When you call an inherited widget, you're asking the foreman at this position to look up. The context only sees up. It cannot see siblings or children. That's why our scaffold crashed. The context we used was above the scaffold, so it couldn't see it. The fix is to use a builder to get a new context positioned below the scaffold. The walkie-talkie analogy implies searching, but in reality, inherited widget lookup is actually big O of 1. Flutter uses a highly optimized hash map, not a linear broadcast. Also, the context in your build method is the element of the widget container. It is not the element of the children it produces. It is your exact zip code in the widget tree. The walkie-talkie is the foreman. BuildContext is the element. Remember that, and you will never struggle with context again. What happens when you use await, and the foreman leaves the site before the data comes back? Dead foreman, dead radio. That's the next episode.